Alright, so boom, check it. Now ain't that how every great story start out? Now why would mine be any different? These are the Chronicles of Mike Murphy. These are the Chronicles of Mike Murphy, and I'm your narrator, comedian Mike Murphy. In this episode, I'm gonna tell y'all how I called the 1-900 sex hotline and things went totally wrong on my end. So this is January 2005. I was engaged at the time, and my fiance was in Iraq. We met in the military. I had just came home, was in a relationship for like 16 months, ended up breaking up with Shorty, and I was faithful the whole time. So going 16 months without no guts, only for your girl to leave you for somebody else when you come home is crazy. You know what I mean? So I told myself I ain't never doing that again. So when I meet this girl, we, little puppy love. We head over heels for each other in a short amount of time. I'm probably really just trying to fill a void of my last relationship. That's probably what it was. I didn't really get to know her, but I ended up deciding that I was willing to marry her after 3 months. Judge me in the comments. I don't care. We ain't here for that. I got off track. But anyways, when I find out this girl's going to Iraq, I'm like, yo, I'm done. Like, we going to be friends. I'll write you. I'll send you a care package. I ain't going on that trip again. Like how shorties don't be staying with a dude when you go to jail. Like, I'm not doing this again. I'm like, nah, I got PTSD from the last joint. She begging me to stay, like, yo, I love you. We love each other. Why can't you just stay? We'll figure it out. Some Hallmark movie shit, right? So after a couple of days, I'm like, all right, she got me. I'm like, all right, I'm going to stay with you. I do love you. I thought I did. I'm going to make it work. Now I got to go back to, dry meat for another 12 months because I'm being faithful to her or whatever. So she ships off across the pond or whatever in November of 04. So maybe January or February, it's starting to get tough. I'm hammering it down a little bit too much. I'm stressed out. I'm ready to pay the 40 ball and go get a streetwalker. Facts. But I'm restraining because I don't want to catch nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying not to do wrong by her. And it's even way harder because all my homies, they cracking joints. They slaying joints left and right. Some of them joints is getting more guts in my crib than me. I remember I was in PLDC, which is a professional leadership development course. You got to take that before you become a sergeant in the military. I'm at PLDC. I give my house keys to my man Quan, who I just met like 2 days before that. And him, my man Harris, and a couple other my boys, they just Hotel Mike's house. They cracking them, running through there. I get out of school, like, yeah, how the crib doing good? They're like, yeah, dog, we didn't took 20 joints there in 2 weeks. I'm like, yo, y'all wicked. Don't tell me that because I ain't getting no guts. I'm tight. So anyways, a couple months after she's gone, I'm getting stressed out. I don't want to go pay for nothing on the road. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking I'm about to call one of them sex hotlines that be in the back of the magazine. Little busty chick with the lingerie, 1-900 XXX talk, something crazy like that. And I know some of y'all young people thinking like, why don't you just go on the laptop or why don't you just pop open your phone and XNXX right there on the screen? Nah, we had Nextels. The only thing a Nextel could do is give you a ringtone, fam. You wasn't watching it, you know what I'm saying, on there. If you want to watch it, you had to get a DVD or a VHS. Trying to get off when you got to hit tracking on the VCR to get the joint to play clear is crazy. I don't got time for that, you know what I mean? And DVDs was, you might have bought Booty Talk and got something raunchy, way raunchier than that. It's a gamble. You know what I'm saying? Y'all young dudes don't know the stress of trying to get off with the uncertain footage. Anyways, I'm saying I'm going to call the line. So I called a sex line, 99 cents a minute. I could surely afford that. I'm in the Army. I ain't doing great, but I ain't doing bad. Talking to Shorty. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't think those numbers is around no more, but if they are, don't call them. Just use the laptop or whatever because they not in no rush to help you finish. Because the longer they keep you on the line, the more money they come in. You know what I mean? So she talking like, yeah, how was your date? No. Nah, babe, we not doing that. Get to the kink. Pound Town is where I want to go. Finish this up. Let's wrap it up, baby. I got places to be. She's still trying to drag it. So I'm like, I take charge. Yeah, you like that? Da-da-da. I'm getting crazy with it. I finish. Boom. Pause. And I just bang on her. Hang up. Like, I felt like a piece of crap afterwards. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like a grade A piece of shit after I hung up. You know what I'm saying? ooze on the belly button and shit. It was a nasty sight, but I felt better about myself. I ain't cheat, and it was a little exciting or whatever. I don't know why, but as soon as I clean up the mess, I go right to my Bank of America online and check my account. My joint is overdrafted by like $200, $180, something crazy. The fee from this phone sex line was like $180 or something. I can't exactly remember, but it was wicked. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, man, I started doing my research. They got like a connection fee, a send money to Ukraine fee, a George H.W. Bush golf tournament fee, 99 cents per minute for the first 5 minutes. Then after that, it's your firstborn. Like, it's crazy. They just run these fees up. But when you meet on hard, you're not reading the fine print. You just ready to finish the race. You don't even know the rules or regulations of what you're doing. So now I'm in a conundrum because I can't call my mom and tell her, yo, I need to borrow $178 for 2 reasons. One, she is addicted to drugs at the time, so she's unreliable with the funds. She's not going to give it to me. And even if she had it, she's going to ask me why I need it. I'm in the military. I just fought for my country. Why don't you got $180? I can't tell her because I was being a perv and called the 900 number. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you right now, I think it was going to give her PTSD because when I was a kid, I filled out one of them 10 CDs for 99 cents or 10 CDs for a penny and order mad New Kids on the Block, Boys to Men, all that shit. And it's like, there's a catch behind that too. You think it's just 99 cents or a penny or whatever. It ain't. And then your mom get hit with that crazy bill. This is kind of what that was as an adult. I wasn't telling her that. I couldn't call my dad. My dad would been like, yo, you lame ass nigga. Why don't you just cheat like a real man? Fuck is you talking about? You calling the phone, say, hey, corny ass. He'd have been on the phone with my uncles calling me all kind of names. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been a beta male, all that. I can't tell him. Who am I going to call? So I'm stressed. I don't get paid for like another 10, 11 days. My wife, my fiance finally calls from Iraq. I can't call her. I got to wait for her to call me. She finally calls. She's like, what's wrong, babe? I'm like, man, I got to tell you something. She's like, oh my God, I knew you was going to do that. I'm like, nah, I ain't cheat. She's like, well, what is it? And I tell her what I just told y'all. Yo, I did this. They was on the phone. She's like, oh my God, like, are you serious? Like, I got to send you money because we both at Bank of America. I'm like, I need you to do a little internal transfer because I need that bread. I can't be eating at the mess hall on post for 3 meals. I got a life to live. You know what I'm saying? So send me that bread until I get paid. I'll give it back. She's like, don't even worry about paying me back. Like, I'm glad you didn't cheat, but you're like, that's some weird shit. Like, what was you thinking? I'm like, I'm telling you what I was thinking. Too much blood in the wrong head led to the, you know what I'm saying, the overdraft fees. Just send the bread and stop judging me. You know what I'm saying? So she sent me the cake, replenished my account, and I never did it again. I was like, nah, I'm staying away from them joints. I felt like the dudes who got taken advantage of by Cardi B, like, once they figured out what happened, they was like, I'm too ashamed to tell anybody, but damn, it don't feel good. That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I got took advantage of. And I think that little session turned me out because now I'm all with the FaceTime phone bone. Like, if you with that, oh, I'm down. You can ask anybody. I don't care. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to end it on this because now I got to be more careful of who I do the FaceTime, you know what I mean, with. Because a couple months ago or whatever, I'm mixing it up with this shorty and she's telling me to do this, do that, you know what I'm saying, whatever, boom, boom, boom. I finish or whatever. And she like key and laughing. I'm like, yo, what's so funny or whatever? She's like, nah, nothing. I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with you? She's like, nah, nothing. She do something. She's a little bit tipsy. She dropped her phone. When she picked the phone back up, I see a dude sitting next to her. I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck? She's like, nah, it wasn't like that. Yo, they did some wild, yo, I don't even know, bro. Like, I'm getting mad about it, but I know when I tell that story, other people laugh because if it happens to somebody else, I'm laughing. But she basically had me, you know what I mean? And some dude was sitting on the couch next to her looking at the FaceTime screen like this, like out of the way, so I couldn't see him. I'm glad I just ain't had a camera faced on the package like that because I would have really felt some type of way, man. But now I'd be hesitant about who I do that with. I got to really trust you or whatever. But yeah, man, Chronicles of Mike Murphy, 1-900 number going wrong, man. Until next time, I'll see y'all. Peace out.